Well, well, well. No losses, just lessons. We got a blast from the past. I feel so complete today. We got the whole crew here, Miss Saba Baptiste.
Yes.
She got crutches over there that you can't see. She don't want them on set, but I'm just happy to have her back here in our blessings, man. Saba, welcome back.
Thank you.
The viewers miss you. I miss you.
Thank you. Thank you, viewers, and thank you, Mike. It's a pleasure to be back. I feel that I've been gone too long, and I'm happy that I'm on my way to recovery. So I just like to get into it and start the podcast by saying we want to just say we like to send our blessings and prayers to the victims and survivors of the Helene and the Milton hurricanes.
Definitely.
Yes, and we know that there's a lot of support out there, and I'm sure all of us in the community have helped one way or another. So please send those prayers and send packages and food, whatever else you need, okay, to send to help people out.
I just want to piggyback on that real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I want to personally thank Hightown Church of God in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Maybe it's in Northport, Alabama, but Loretta and Larry Bester, that's my Tuscaloosa family, Tuscaloosa parents.
Okay.
And the church wanted to make a donation down here so we can feed people, and they did that. They sent a check, and we was able to feed a multitude of people with that.
That's great.
And it was just a blessing from Alabama to Tampa. So I didn't want to go on with what you just said and not mention them directly. So thank you, Hightown, Pastor Cherry.
Yes, thank you for that. And I'm sure there's many other people, because I'm sure everyone knows what happened to Asheville, North Carolina, right? Yeah. And
You see that, man, just put tears in your heart.
Yes, it does. Yeah. You can't fight what it is. Yeah. It's very devastating. Yeah. So we also want to just say our podcast is for educational, research, and commentary purposes. So anything that's said here, we're just trying to educate the community. And if anybody want to do some research or talk to Mike or myself, we're open to that. And we'd like to thank everyone for joining us, including our producer. We'd like to say thank you to you as well. And today we like to generalize that we're going to talk about all the holidays that this is the holiday season, so there's a lot of things that's been going on. And so I'm going to ask Mike to share with us what happened during Thanksgiving. What did he do during Thanksgiving?
So I got kids all over the world, and my son plays football at Baylor University. So we went up. Tawanza and I went to Waco, Texas, to spend the holiday season with Mike. So we actually spent it with him and his teammate Steve Linton. His mom and grandma came up and cooked food. And we just had a good time, man. Mike got a little dog, Ice. So he's real. He wants to stare down all the time, and he just don't follow directions. But that's like my grandson. And we just had a good time, man. We got up there and went to the game. They won. They played Kansas. I don't think Mike caught a pass that game, but he blocked well. And that was their 6th game. They had won in a row. So they were able to go bowling. They finished the season 8-4. It's a great season for them. And that's pretty much the holiday season for me thus far. My daughter, Maya, so when I came back, I had to go to Jacksonville. Maya is in the Navy, United States Navy, and she just got a promotion. She's an E6, and that was big. So I went down there with her. We had a great time. So we had a great time down in Jacksonville. I got a chance. Her mom pinned her uniform. I pinned her fleece, and it was a great experience, man, for the whole family. It was a good morning for the Trigg family. So it's been great thus far, and Christmas is yet to come. So
yes, that's great. So would you like for me to share what I did for Thanksgiving?
Please.
So what I did for Thanksgiving is welcome my new grandbaby, I got to hold her for the first time, and she and I bonded. She slept like 2 hours in my arm, and it was magical. It was, I didn't know I'll feel that good about a new baby, which is my grandbaby, but of course I think it's my baby. So, and her mom is doing well, and so that was the highlight of the Thanksgiving. Very thankful for that day. Now we're going to ask the producer to tell us what he did for Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Yes, please. Share with us.
Okay, I'll just come over here.
Yeah, sure.
Well, I can say I can be the producer, you know.
It's okay, this should be good, right? So I just, I was in the hospital and my wife gave birth.
Yeah, okay.
And then after we had another Thanksgiving, after we brought them over to the family.
Okay.
And I had a second turkey for my job for free, so we ended up cooking a second one.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And we had another Thanksgiving.
Oh,
so it doesn't matter what day, but
be thankful.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
That's very good.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to make sure we all,
So I just got to tell you, so you know, every year we always do something for the community. So on Wednesday before Thanksgiving, Chop Shop, that's my partner Daryl Newton and I, we partnered up and we did a feed, everyone eats. And so we fed the city. So we made plates here. We had various drivers come take food all over the Tampa Bay area, man. It was
wonderful.
It was good, man. I think this is our third year doing it together. It's been we're reaching a lot of people, a lot of homeless people. So we do it on that day because on Thanksgiving everybody feeds them.
Yes.
So they kind of like get 2 meals. So it's a real blessing, man.
So you did it the day before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, always.
Which is great.
Yeah,
that's
always.
good. A continuation. Wednesday, Thursday. Because one of the things that I always thought about, we're very generous during the holidays. What about the off days? You know, how does people get taken care of? Because you got to eat every day. You know, so they need a place to live every day.
So we can't really. I don't have enough money to house people just yet, but the days that we open, anything we have left, we make the plates.
Okay, that's
so we've been doing that, and I think that, I don't know if it's the holiday season, but my cooks are overcooking. You know what I'm saying? They need to chill. You know what I'm saying? I gotta make this money. But because of that, you know, we cook fresh every day, so we make plates at the end of the night. We've been averaging like 20 plates going out.
That's very good.
You know what I'm saying? Feeding the homeless, man. It's be cool.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. So basically, you're thinking about them every day when you can afford it or have any extras, right?
Yeah, and what I really like to do, the highlight of mine on Thanksgiving, the day before Thanksgiving, I took my daughter Coke. She's a 7th grader at Stewart, man, and this is the second time going with me. I just wanted to see, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, you got opportunity, you have responsibility to the community.
That's great.
You know what I'm saying? So it's good and bad because, you know, she asks a lot of questions like, but people, you know, they have hard times. Not everybody out here is a bad person.
Right.
So you had to explain that to her. But I seen her, she got a little appreciation out of passing out those meals. I can see it. You're like, you know, it felt good. Right.
And one of the things that I like to share is that I did, even though I was down with my leg and everything, I actually was able to put a homeless family in an apartment.
Oh, wow.
Yes, and they had been homeless for 3 years. And I contact a lot of the officials, and I had to ride them. It took me a while, but they are now in their apartment 3 weeks. And so I was so happy for them that the Creator worked through me to help them. So I'm very thankful for that I didn't think only about my pain. I thought about somebody else needed something more and greater, because I was fine.
I mean, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I am happy that you thought of them, but your pain was self-inflicted. So we're gonna move on from that, you know. Yeah.
Okay.
In the tree. Saba was in the tree and fell out the tree. No, man. She could have called me. You know, so no, don't get in no trees. But
okay, I'm not getting in any trees anymore. You can believe that.
Let's go.
Matter of fact, we cut that tree down. Okay. That's one of the that was one of the ones. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the main topics, right? We did Thanksgiving, and so we want to talk about what happens surrounding Christmas, how people celebrate Christmas, and how we actually had an evolution through Christmas, or is gifts still the main focus? So I like always to hear Mike ideas about these things, because he's such a worldly person, and he got lots of kids, and he got lots of personalities that he deal with. So I'm going to let him tell us about generalized Christmas and how we can get the best from Christmas, and don't miss the meaning of Christmas.
Right.
Okay.
How you doing, man? All right. So, like, in my house, Christmas is just, it's another day, and we celebrate Christ. So for many years, but even before I had this barbecue business, before I had the building, on Christmas, I would pull my grill and we'll feed people, because Mike got so much through the year. Christmas was just, he just woke up, we just had good food. I mean, he might have had one gift that he particularly wanted that we got for him, but it wasn't about that. So I will always try to find a couple of families in need, and I would just sponsor their kids. I would ask them what they want, and I would always get them the big gift they want if I can afford it. But I would buy clothes. I don't really like buying toys, because they play with them for 1, 2, 3, 4 times.
Yeah.
And it goes in the chest.
Right.
Or I buy books if they're readers, you know. But and that's pretty much with my kids. So I got some stuff made for all my kids this year. We got jackets. And all my kids are student athletes, so I got the college jackets made custom, the name and number on the back. And it's pretty cool. I got one, you know.
Okay.
But as far as in the community, man, we probably I don't know if we're gonna do anything for Christmas, but we're gonna feed up until, like, every day we probably feed some people a day up until Christmas. Then on Christmas they're gonna smoke the turkeys and stuff like that. So, but on New Year's we feed the city. So that's the next big thing we're doing at Conan's.
Okay.
Because I believe Kevin Hill is the principal that hired me and my wife, Tawanza, at High. And every year she will always feed everybody on New Year's. And I asked her, I said, Miss Hill, why you do this? And she lived in Tenoda's house at a big house and just had food for days.
I used to hear about that.
Yeah, and she said that what better way to start the new year off with great food, family and friends.
Yeah.
And so when I started doing that, I really wanted to do it in her name, but she just had such a high clientele. You know what I'm saying? I did it with thoughts of her.
Yeah.
And it's been a blessing, man. We feed a lot of people on that day, man. A lot of people. I'm talking maybe 1,200, 1,500.
Wow.
We have both sides going.
Okay.
I have a DJ out here. I mean, we have desserts. I mean, it'd be a blessing. Man.
Okay.
It'd be a good time too.
Okay.
A lot of volunteers, man. So we'll have my nephew Dallas Golden. Congrats to him. He signed with Notre Dame yesterday.
Oh, congrats.
DJ Pickett, he signed with LSU.
Congrats.
Rico Garcia's going to Bowling Green.
Okay.
You know.
Congrats. Yeah.
Keamy Stroud's going to Central Florida. So it's just, man, all these guys, man, they from the area, man, they work their butt off. And God is blessing this area.
That's right.
You know?
That's good. That's good. So, but you forgot one thing. When did you show the crime with Passion of Crime or Crime of Passion, Christ?
Oh no, that's so we watched that. That's the best movie. I watched it 2 days ago. I can watch that movie once a week.
That's why I brought it up.
Yeah,
that's why I brought it
Passion
up.
of Christ. You got to see it.
Passion of Christ.
Yeah, the Passion of Christ, man. Yeah. And when you see it, if you don't have to watch the whole movie if you're not into that, because it's really brutal how they did Jesus. But the last part, man, when the temple is just destroyed, it's a teardrop from God. And when it hit the land, it just, oh my God, man, that's the most powerful part of the movie. And I think people miss it. You know, I don't think people catch that. They don't understand it. That drop was a teardrop from God. You know what I'm saying? So you still haven't seen it, you know?
Well, I tried. It was just way out of hand for me.
Yeah,
it's kind of brutal.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's just, yeah.
Yeah.
But I had to ask, because you know,
Yeah, so that's one of my movies in Gladiator.
Yes. Oh, did you see the new one?
Yes.
So how was it? Tell us.
It was good,
Okay.
but you got to catch it though. It's some things when it start off so fast, and then you got to put it together. You got to watch Gladiator 1. If you
I'm a Gladiator fan.
Yeah, but
yes.
it was good. It was real good, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
don't forget we got the new Simba, Lion King.
But I'm not really a fan of Lion King like that. I'm a Prince of Egypt guy.
Okay.
Yeah, but I watched Lion King probably
Okay.
last year for the first time in my life.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Lion King fan?
I've seen it. I've seen the original.
The new one is coming out. It's not out yet on the 20th.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, that's why. I'm a Lion King fan.
Okay.
Right.
So-
The musical, everything I've seen in New York, Manhattan, great.
Yeah.
Lion King. I was gonna name, and they call it Mustafa, right?
Yeah.
That was gonna be my son's name.
Oh wow.
That was gonna be his name. Instead, I did Kwabi.
Yeah.
Yes. So we got all of those things out, and let's talk about Christmas in terms of. Thank you. In terms of, do you think Christmas have gone into the retail status, and that people are buying? Because everywhere you go now, toy drive. All kinds of presents. Do you think it's more of a retail position, buy to increase the sales at the store? Or do you think that those presents are in connection with the real purpose of Christmas?
Nah, to be honest, I think the purpose of Christmas, celebrate the birth of Christ, has been long gone. Just like the great black church, you know, and it's sad, but it's up to you, myself, and him to instill those old school morals and values in your grandbaby and in your new son. So, like with my family, with my kids, man, I'm just in a great place for the first time in a long time with all of my children.
Right, that's good.
So I don't know what we're gonna do for Christmas, but it's to the point where we probably get together and have a meal or exchange gifts. But it's not even about gifting
Right.
today. It's just about letting them know that you're loved and I'm proud of you. And how you guys doing? And I want these guys, my kids, to be super proud of me, of what I'm doing and what I'm trying to accomplish and the legacy I'm trying to leave for them.
Right.
And understand that on this day, man, it's about the birth of Christ.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He made everything possible. You know what I'm saying? God gave us him so we can have 2 and 3, 4 and 5 times to get it right. It's not a sprint anymore because the birth of Christ, his son, his father gave him to us, so it became a marathon. That's what you got now. So if it was a sprint, I would have lost.
Right.
But life is a marathon. We got time to make it right. You understand that?
Right.
And so that's what I want to, and I tell my kids, I got kids that's doing very well in the world right now. Congratulations to Mike, he made second team all Big 12.
Congrats, right.
Mikhail's going to the NFL draft this year.
Oh, wow.
So, I mean, it's God is just blessing,
Yes.
you know, and I can't be happier and prouder of my descendants, my babies,
Yes.
all of them, you know.
That's great to know. So what values, what values that needs to be taught around this time, as well as year round, but what are some of the specific values? Because a lot of kids only know that
Money.
Christmas means gifts or money.
So that's when we sit down and you had that quality time with the family and you just talk. What are you thankful for? What are you grateful for? And and then if they don't know, that's when you have a time to educate them. You know what I'm saying? Because I guarantee you sit kids around right now that's probably between the age of 8 to 13, and you say, what are you thankful for? And they're gonna say, I got a phone. They're gonna say nothing about the necessities.
Right.
That I got a nice bed to sleep in, clean clothes on my back. You know what I'm saying? They won't say anything like that because social media.
They more about a PS5 more.
They won't say that I'm thankful that my dad worked 3 jobs to provide a lifestyle for us. You know what I'm saying? And see, so we got to educate them that. So I've always told like my son DJ, he's gonna get married. He'll probably be my first son to get married, and my daughter Sydney, that's gonna be his wife. And me and DJ talk all the time about when they have kids. I'm gonna be the first one to take my grandkids shopping for his mom and for his dad, because I want them to understand that gifting should be equal.
Right.
You know, and once they understand that, they understand there's just certain responsibilities that we have as older people in the family to teach these kids. So I think that I'm so looking forward to that, man, to be honest with you.
So elaborate more on the gifting should be equal, because I don't think many people understand that, you know, when it comes to mother and father.
He's going to be in for a rude awakening in probably about maybe 10 to 12 years. So Chris Rock said this the other day. Chris Rock said, women, children, and dogs are loved unconditionally. A man is only loved by what he provides. Yeah, you laugh now. It's true.
It is a true meaning to that.
It's true. I've lived it. And it sometimes, you know, you feel empty as hell. So, you know, and I'm guilty of it because my Tuscaloosa mom, and I probably gift her more than I do my Tuscaloosa dad. You know what I'm saying? So if they hear this podcast, hey, Mr. Bester, I'm sorry about that. We'll make it right. You know what I'm saying? But that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna use those two in particular. You know, like when I needed money in undergrad, she gave me money. When I asked her for money, gave me a job. That's the father and the mother. You understand? And I love it because all my roommates became ASA softball officials. We made good money. We had a good time doing it. And I learned the values. I learned the different morals, and I learned the different lessons between mother and father right there, because my dad was absent in my life. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is, all my lessons, like I say, no loss is just lessons. So I just try to put everything in my kids so they don't have to go all this zigzag, they just go straight and be successful.
So dad usually in the mode of teaching you how to fish.
Yes. And mom just gonna cook the fish.
Yes.
You know, whether you break it in or not. I got some in the freezer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you fish, if dad teach you how to fish, you eat every day.
Every day, right.
You know? So
Right.
that's the thing. So Mr. Bester, he definitely did that for
Taught you how to fish.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yes. Okay, so here's a question that now when we look at holiday and we think about the Christmas tree, and here's one big question. Where do we put Santa Claus now? How is Santa Claus visualized, or how is Santa Claus seen in families, and do we still believe in Santa Claus?
Well, you know, my kids are grown, so they don't believe in Santa Claus, but I got my grandkids to think about now. So, and that's a good question, Saba, because I haven't thought that far ahead with my kids in Georgia, my grandkids in Georgia. I got to get down there and spend some time with them. But with Khalid, you know, I like the fact that they believe in Santa Claus to a certain degree. But then it's also a part of it, you know what I'm saying? No, Christmas is about this right here. And on this day, we celebrate through gifting you for the birth of Christ.
So what is it about Santa Claus you believe in? I mean,
No, I don't-
what aspect that they should believe in that? What aspect?
It's not that they should believe in it. The other door, baby. The other door, man. So it's not that they should believe in it, but I don't want to be the bearer of bad news just yet. I want them to enjoy it as kids, because they got classmates. Santa Claus coming, you know what I'm saying? I don't want my grandkid, my Khalid, to say, there's no Santa Claus, that's your parents. I don't want him to go to school and do that. You know what I'm saying? A day or go. That's my dad. You know what I'm saying? I want him to just hold on to long. It's just like I tell kids, be a child as long as you can.
Right.
Because when you're grown, no breaks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the same mindset, you know, for the kid. You know.
Okay, you don't want to spoil it for them while they're young, and
let them enjoy
right.
the myth of Santa Claus.
And when they happen to ask that question,
then we have a conversation. Right.
You know, all those gifts you received,
yeah.
You know, it came from your mother and your father,
right.
and your father and your mother.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, that's understandable. So, do you think a lot of kids today believe in Santa Claus?
No. So I was a Santa Claus kid. My kids were probably Santa Claus kids for the first 6 years old. You know what I'm saying? After that, you know what I'm saying? That was long gone.
Okay.
You know, just like a lot of our good traditions and morals and values have been washed aside.
Okay.
You know, so.
So what you're saying is that the schools are not influencing Santa Claus as a belief, as a jolly white man that delivers you gifts, or the department stores, because that used to be something that they invest. Because now you see them on television too. You know?
Right. So the schools are still doing that. You know, just like Thanksgiving, they put up the Christmas ornaments and stuff like that. I don't know if they're saying Santa Claus is a jolly white man. You got no, seriously, you got some charter schools that's black, and they portray Santa Claus to be a black man. And so, but either way, I want the kids to just follow Santa Claus as long as they can until they get that age where they say, Dad, is Santa Claus real? Then you had a conversation with them. No, he's not. I've been doing this all my life.
Okay, all right. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Right.
Let them believe in something that's kind of like help them to enjoy their experience with Christmas.
Right.
Okay. So the overview of Christmas have always been seen as a lot of going to service, mass, and church, and then then you have that bringing in the new year in mass or church or whatever.
That was really big in our culture, and it still is, but it's just changed such a great. So the young people, because I remember when I was a kid, we'll go to church, we go to the club. You know what I'm saying? And as you get older, you go to the church. You know, and but it's changed so much in the Tampa Bay area. We call it watch night. I love watch night. So we go in there and the pastor prays into the new year. Reverend Green did First Baptist God always do a great job with that. And I might need to, if I'm in town, I want to do that.
Okay.
You know?
So do you know what they're doing in church now to celebrate Christmas
they still, I don't know about Christmas, but I know
that
for New Year's, it's big.
That's big. Okay, the watch night.
The watch night. And they have like a breakfast after that and annex to the church. And First Baptist does a real good job of that, man. I mean, I haven't been in years. You know,
so you're saying you might try to do that this year, and you'll come back and share, right?
Yeah, I definitely.
So we know that there are some traditions that are kept out there, and then we also know there's some that's not. So what do you perceive in the future? How? Because everybody know we got AI, we got technology. We know kids can find out very easily if there's a real Santa Claus out there. So how do you perceive going forward? How would they treat Christmas, knowing what we're so advanced now with technology? And to your point, I always give books. Only gift I always give is books to kids. And so, but I'm not sure now if kids are even reading books. So
Saba, from the day one on this podcast, if they're not, it's the parents' fault. So that's I mean, I would tell you, I would encourage you to keep giving books. Make sure you're giving books that's on their level.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? So they're able to.
But it's no books on their levels. They can't read. So the thing what I try to do is help parents teach their kids to read. You know, that's one of my commitments. Anybody that I tutor, I always bring the parent in and say, just 15 minutes a night, 2 pages, and then ask him or her these questions about what he or she read. And so my job is, if I can teach the parent to invest in their child through reading, then that spreads. Instead of me coming in and moving out, I can leave something everlasting. It can grow from there. So, because they need to read those stories,
Definitely.
What is it, Drummer Boy, the Three Kings and different things. They need to read those stories and to have critical thinking ideas about that. Where is the North Star? Why, why are they following the stars? So everything comes back to education.
Without a doubt.
So that's one of those things that the value, the traditions, and the rituals that you have in your family has to come through by awareness and knowledge, you know.
Yeah.
Mom make a pound cake. What's in that pound cake? You know, she only makes it for Christmas, or she only makes it for New Year's. You know, how do we celebrate? And so I'm hoping that the next podcast we'll be talking about what are we doing at our home to send recipes forward, traditional recipes.
Right. So I can tell you this: all my kids that work here, they know the mac and cheese. Cook that on the holidays.
Right.
They know the Trigg rice.
The what now?
The Trigg rice.
Oh, I ain't never had that one.
Yeah, we have. It's pretty good.
Okay.
The Trigg rice. How you doing? There's a lot of cores over there. Yeah. The pineapple tea.
Okay.
Everything that we cook here, other than the food we cook on the grill, collard greens with the smoked turkey.
Right.
They know how to do it. So.
Okay.
But Saba, I'm so looking forward to building me a house in the near future, and I want those holidays with my kids.
Right.
I want them all under one roof on that particular day.
Right.
You know.
Because that's the only way you can instill those traditions.
Right.
You know, and send those recipes forward, because it's about family.
Right.
Everything is about family, and then from family to community.
Right.
You know, so that's one of the things that I often wonder, who is overseeing the Black community, you know, that these things happen. Who are our elders that we can rely on that make sure that the younger kids are being taken care of, you know?
Well, in my family in particular, so when we went to Jacksonville, it was myself, my son DJ, his fiance, Maya, of course, she was the one receiving the award in the E6, her mother and her grandmother. And as we was eating breakfast, the grandmother told them right there, well, you know, y'all cooking Thanksgiving dinner next year, so everything that you're saying, they're preparing, Miss Matthews is preparing them to take the reins.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And the same thing in Tawanza, my wife's family in Georgia, best family, man. I mean, like, I miss them
You
so much.
always said that.
No, for real, man, because like it took me back to my childhood. That shit got me teary-eyed right now, because they just are great people. Every Sunday they used to get to their mom house, and just the sisters, the brothers, man, that's just amazing. So on Christmas, the mom's gotten older, so all the sisters come in, Natalie, Dina, Torsha, Tammy. Tawanza, we don't cook too much, you know what I'm saying? But she
But she know how, she just go do it.
look, she makes sweet potato souffle really well.
Right.
But it'd be a good time then, you know, you got the uncles,
Right.
the grandkids. I mean, it's just a great time, man.
Right. So I encountered something that was different
What's up, boy?
over the holidays.
Come on, get on camera real quick, man. Yeah.
How you doing?
What's going on?
How you doing?
Good.
Yo, this is my oldest son, DJ.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
He's my best looking child. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Look just like me.
My son had his hate when he said that.
Yeah. So listen, he graduated from paramedic school when, DJ?
Awesome.
December 12th.
Yeah, so I mean, he's a firefighter.
Paramedic.
Yeah, so that's what's up, man. Proud of it, man.
Appreciate it.
Yes, he speaks very highly of you.
That's
always.
good. That's good. He's a good dude.
Yeah. Yes, he is. I agree with you.
All right.
Happy holidays.
Okay, all right.
So one of the things that I like to do on the holidays, and it was kind of like, oh man, we can do. I'm a person, I don't like plastic. I like real
Just
china,
bring it
real
out,
everything,
bring it out.
right?
Oh, yeah.
So my claim to fame, my son is like, oh no, she's not. Just get the dishes out, because she wants the whole table.
Yeah.
Want the knife and forks and everything
That's
proper,
good.
you know, because it's only twice a year I do that.
Thanksgiving, Christmas.
And I want them to sit down and use the right utensils with the right dish. I want them to have the china or crystal glass. I want them to do the whole thing, because that's a teaching moment. So I'm thinking when I leave, when I pass on, they will keep that tradition.
Right.
They're like, okay.
I guarantee you, Kwame, keep
Right. He's like, oh no, get the punch bowl, the crystal one, because she ain't gonna want you to use the regular one, you know.
Right.
So those things matter to me, because I want them to have a sophistication, and it means something to them on that day. you know, okay, we don't touch that cabinet the whole year, but when those days, she'll let us take out the nice stuff, you know. So I have a tendency of doing that. And
I mean, but Saba, that's how it should be.
Yeah.
You know, especially on Christmas, the birth of Christ.
Yes.
But I'm gonna tell you something. I got a cousin named Latoya, and you know, her dad, Mr. Tokley, real big guy in the city.
Tokley?
Yeah. Right, the port.
Yeah, the port.
Yeah,
Yes,
so that's
I know him. Him and his wife, Miss Joanne.
Yeah.
Right.
So Miss Joanne took Toy. That's her stepmom. That's her daughter. That's her mom, and Toy had to go to all these classes, you know, for proper utensils and stuff like that. So me and Toy are eating right there. And I'm eating, and she's just saying, "Knives are for cutting." So I'm cutting my food with my fork. You know what I'm saying? She said it like 3 times. Knives are for cutting.
I know.
Knives are for cutting. You know what I'm saying? So I said, "Okay, I got you." You know what I'm saying? So it's stuff like that.
Yeah, it matters.
It matters. So now even. You know, we went out with Dallas last night to the Flemings, and I see somebody cutting their steak with their fork, trying to break it. And I just said, "Knives are for cutting." You know what I'm saying?
I know, and that's what I always tell
So
my kids.
you're always going to learn.
Yes,
you know what
it's
I'm
a
saying?
learning experience, right? So you can eat anywhere. You know, you can go anywhere. Okay, I eat with my hands, but when I go to a proper place, I can eat with my knife and fork. You know, I know my dessert spoon and things. So they were like blown. Okay, she is not gonna eat that way. You got to put the nice linen on the table.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know? So that's a tradition of mine, and I'm cooking too. You know. And I hear my kids arguing about, oh no, you know the fork turns that way or this way, so they're thinking about that, you know. Yeah, I love to hear them talk and do those things. So that's one of my traditions. I line up the whole table with nothing but proper eating ware and everything.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. So, anything else you want to share?
No, that was it, man. I'm just glad you're back in the fold with us, man. It's just so much more energy when you're here.
Thank you, thank you. I'm happy to be here. You know, I did do something like he explained, something really stupid. I have learned from my ways, and that's the thing. When you know better, you do better. And I got about 6 more weeks of healing, and then I got another 4 months of trying to walk properly.
Right.
Yeah.
You'll be fine.
Yeah, I'll be fine. But I'm still highly motivated and very thankful to the Creator, and I love you, and I love our community, and I'm very thankful. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So that's what it's all about, man.
Yeah.
I'm so blessed today, man. Blessed by the best, and you know, I can't be in a better situation in my life.
Right.
You know, even when you have hardships, man.
Right.
You gotta know, bro. Tough times don't last. Tough people do.
That's right. That's right.
That's L.A. Larry Barton told me that. You gotta keep pushing.
Yes, I agree.
So, once again, Mikhail, I'm proud of you. Going to the NFL draft this year.
That's
number
wonderful.
13 at Georgia. Mike, second team, all Big 12. I'm proud of you, son. Maya, E6 ranking. I'm proud of you. DJ, graduate in the 12th. I'm proud of you.
Awesome.
You know what I'm saying? Jada in the kitchen right now, I'm proud of you. You know what I'm saying? Shane's up managing a car wash and doing some stocks in the Raleigh Durham area. I'm proud of you. Snuggie, teaching up there in Houston. Brianna in grad school in Houston. I'm proud of you, man. That's it, man.
Great. So I think we're going to wrap it up, right? We're good. And so, Tampa Bay, thank you for joining us for another session. I hope that you return next week because we have some more interesting topics. And again, remember, this is for education, research, and commentary. So any part of this you want to elaborate on and you want us to elaborate on, please reach out to us. Again, thank you, Tampa Bay. Mike.
No losses, just lessons. Out on the yoke.